Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to a brand new YouTube video here on the channel. Since 2018, I feel like my videos have gotten a little inconsistent. I have not been uploading as much as I used to ever since 2018 came around, especially these past couple years. I really just haven't been uploading at all. So I thought it'd be cool to do a life update video, the past few years in review. Because obviously, since I started this channel in 2013, which is a long ass time ago, I was like 15 years old. I'm 23 now, I'll be 24 this year. I feel like things have definitely changed a shit ton in my life. So I thought it'd be really cool to kind of take you guys down a trip on memory lane or some whatever the hell the saying is of the past few years of my life and things that have happened, good things, bad things, all that kind of stuff. So this will probably be a pretty long video. So if you want to go grab a snack and a drink, maybe a Pepsi or a Coke or a beer, whiskey, whatever you like to drink it's 10:23 in the morning right now. So I mean, if you want to drink a whiskey at 10:23, I'm not going to judge you. And if you want to eat like a steak or some popcorn or I don't fucking know, a cookie, do whatever you want, but definitely I'd grab something because it's probably going to be a pretty long video. But yeah, we're gonna look back on the past few years of my life. We'll probably start and spend a little bit of time in 2015, 16, and 17. Not too much happened in those years, but some things that happened are kind of important for the main years we're gonna focus on, which is 2018 to, of course, now. So we're gonna go ahead and start. In 2015, I was in high school. 2015 to 2016 was my last year of high school. And really, the only crazy thing that happened in 2015 is I got my first job. Like every kid, I guess, in high school gets their first job. And my first job was working 1 day a week as a music teacher. So definitely not as crazy as some other people that have to go work at grocery stores or something like that. I got pretty lucky and was able to teach students and stuff drumming, which is pretty cool. So that was really the only thing that happened in 2015, aside from I don't know, my girlfriend at the time being a piece of crap and doing stupid crap, but that doesn't really matter, obviously. But yeah, I got that job in 2015, and obviously in 2016, I graduated high school, which is pretty cool. I did it. I didn't fucking drop out like I thought I would, because I'm definitely not the smartest guy in the world. But other than graduating high school, I started college, and I really didn't want to go straight into college. I kind of wanted to join the workforce and get some work experience, make some of that moolah, that cash. But unfortunately, I had to go to college, or else I wouldn't have a place to live or something. I don't know. I had to go to college basically because I still lived with my mom. I lived under her roof, so I had to go to college, and I started college as a computer science major. So this goes into 2017. Ended up actually getting my second job, which it was actually closely related to the first job. They're like in the same place. So there was a computer repair store and a music store. And I always wanted to work at this computer repair store because obviously I love computers and I love working on computers and stuff like that. So I got a job at this computer repair store in 2017, which is really cool. Fixing computers, phones, running Ethernet cables for networks and stuff like that. It was pretty great. And in this year, I also found out that I really suck at programming. So I actually changed my degree in 2017 to an IT slash cybersecurity degree. And that's pretty much all that happened in 2015 to 2017. Not really too much. However, 2018 is where things started getting pretty crazy, man. So the first thing that happened in 2018 that was pretty crazy is I moved out of my mom's house into living with my dad, which I hadn't lived with my dad for a very long time. So it was really cool to move in and live with them again. The internet was better, so that gave me opportunities to do Twitch and do more YouTube videos and everything. But unfortunately, as things tend to go, some bad things happened here at the beginning of 2018. And the crazy thing was I actually ended up losing the computer repair store job that I love so much. I actually lost that job sometime in the beginning of 2018. I can't remember exactly when, but I ended up losing that job, which like really fucking sucked because I really liked working there. I didn't make a lot of money there. I didn't even work a lot of hours there, but I did really enjoy the job because I was doing it while I was going to college. So that happened, which really sucked, and this is kind of when I was unsure of what I wanted to do in college. I wasn't really feeling college at this time. So what I decided to do was focus on taking a couple of college classes to get some IT certifications and maybe get an associate's degree in IT. So I started doing that, and I started looking around for a full-time job to work at so I can, make some money and maybe get some experience in the IT field. So I had my first big job interview in 2018, and that was actually at a school district. And this interview did not go very well. They definitely made me feel like shit. A couple of people there at that place in particular made me feel like shit for even attempting to apply to this job. And yeah, it just left me determined to work at a school district one day. So that was that job interview. Really, really sucked. It was a big deal to me because I thought it'd be cool to work in a school district, and they just shit on me, man. They made me feel like shit, and I didn't get the job, obviously. So I started looking around for a job, and I actually got a job as a cable installer, my first full-time job. So this was around mid 2018 at this point, and I started working as a cable installer. I was taking a couple classes for IT degrees, and job didn't really go very well. And I ended up quitting that job after like 2 months of doing it. And funny enough, it's where a lot of my IT horror stories come from, was that job. But man, I was kind of lost here in the middle of 2018. I was a little unsure of what to do at this time. And luckily, my grandfather met up with me and gave me some awesome advice that everything happens for a reason. You just got to keep moving on. Great advice from my grandfather there. And I decided I would continue to try to get these classes done to, help me get these IT degrees. And I actually went and applied to some jobs and got a job at a grocery store. But the best thing definitely to happen out of 2018 happened around the time I got this grocery store job. And that is when I met my girlfriend of now almost 3 years. 2021 will be 3 years since I met this wonderful person who's definitely done a lot for me. But I met her in 2018, started my job at this grocery store, and I kind of ended 2018, a little unsure of my future and I, at the time, because I was working at this grocery store, wasn't making shit for money. I was just unsure about my future, if I'm going to make it in life or not. And this kind of goes into 2019. 2019 didn't necessarily have a bunch of stuff that happened, but it had some pretty crazy stuff that happened in 2019. And that was getting my first big break. I wrote that here in my notes. When it comes to jobs and my IT career and everything, I was offered a job doing IT in a hospital. Sometime, I think it was in January of 2019, I was offered this job, which was pretty crazy, man. I was like unsure if I was gonna do good in it or not, but I got offered the job, and a couple months went by. I had to get my wisdom teeth taken out in 2019, and finally in March, I actually started this job doing IT in a hospital. And that was the first really big crazy thing to happen in 2019. And obviously during this beginning part of 2019, it was definitely hard to upload videos. I was spending a lot of time with my girlfriend, obviously, and because it's just what you do. And we finally so the other crazy thing that happened in 2019. I apologize. I'm just gonna interrupt this right now. I apologize if I'm a little rusty at this YouTube thing. It's been a little bit. But hopefully I'm not fucking up too much. But the next big thing that happened in 2019, and kind of the last thing that really happened, not too much happened in 2019, is we moved into our first apartment together, me and my girlfriend. And there's actually a couple videos on the channel. There's it's just the moving vlog video on the channel. And we moved into this apartment. It's our first apartment. I think everyone's first apartment experience is pretty bad because ours definitely was. I was under the impression that we were going to have some great internet at this place. I'd be able to upload videos again and Twitch stream like I was at my dad's house. That was not the case. This first apartment was absolutely horrible. Terrible internet. Could barely even upload videos. Kind of killed my content creation motivation living at this apartment because the internet was terrible. The environment was terrible. Our bathroom at that apartment literally smelled like cigarette smoke 24/7 because of one of our neighbors. It was disgusting. All right, it was terrible. The apartment sucked. Okay, and we lived in that through the whole duration of 2019. And that's pretty much all that happened. Is we just lived in that apartment. I worked, and that's pretty much it for 2019. So now we're into 2020, and I'm definitely gonna get this out of the way. The Rona kind of made 2020 just suck for everyone. 2020 was not a good year, really, in general. It was, with the pandemic and everything. But 2020 did have some good moments for me, and definitely some bad moments for me. A lot more happened in 2020 than in 2019. So just wanted to get the Rona stuff out of the way because that was definitely terrible stuff that affected a lot of people. And definitely, I hope, at least in the next couple of years, we can go back to normal. But anyways, 2020 began. Continued working at the job, continued working at this job in 2020. It was going pretty good. We get around to, I think, a few months into 2020. Nothing really happened in the beginning. I was just working at the job, working man, But yeah, we actually ended up in the first few months of 2020. I believe it was probably June 2020. We got a really awesome thing that happened. We ended up getting our first dog together. Me and my girlfriend got our first dog, and that's Hera, the mini Australian Shepherd. She is a wonderful dog, definitely an energetic little shit, but she's great. It was awesome. Finally, have a dog, which is just wonderful. And so, really, the beginning of 2020, all that happened is we got the dog, and we actually moved. We moved into our second apartment, which I'm in right now. I'm filming this video in right now, or recording it in. This is a much better place. Okay, this is a much better apartment than the last one. There's great internet here. The environment is not that bad at all. It's just I like living here. Okay, that first apartment was just a stepping stone. We're at a better one now. Life is pretty good here. But anyways, we got this apartment, and so that was good, right? We got the dog, we got the apartment, everything's good, right? Life's going great. Well, kind of started to go down a little bit because some crap happened at the job, at my hospital job, man, that just sucked. I really started to hate kind of going in. I didn't feel like I was fitting in. I just was getting really demotivated at this job, bad work environment, that kind of stuff. So around the time I moved into this apartment, which was in like July and August, I started a job search to find. I just keep knocking stuff over on my desk. I apologize if you guys can hear that, but as I'm knocking stuff over again, oh my lord, this is going wonderful. but okay, yeah. So this is kind of July, August time. We moved in this apartment. I started to get a little demotivated at this job, so I started, kind of casually job searching. It wasn't going very well, at first, but I wasn't really looking like too hard, right? And then probably the worst thing to happen in 2020 to me personally, aside from the Rona stuff, happened, which was my job actually cut my hours. Which, if you're a working man, woman, if you're a working someone out there, and you live in a place, you have some bills to pay, right? These bills got to get paid at a certain time with a certain amount of money. So if your income just kind of gets like bitch slapped, like mine did, then you're probably gonna have a hard time. And that really was like super stressful for my job to cut my hours. Really didn't give me an explanation for it either. It's just not a good time, man. Not a good time. So this was really demotivating for me because, you know, this is probably a couple months after August, so maybe like around October of 2020. Maybe, no, definitely before that. Definitely happened before that. I think it happened in September, maybe. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember. But it was really demotivating, man. It was like really stressful, you know, to lose your hours, right? And then I'm doing, you know, I'm looking, so I'm like, okay, I got to double down on this job interview thing, man. I got to go ham on this job interview thing. And it was just not going well, dude. Interviews were wasting my time. I was doing long interviews for them to tell me that I'm not going to get paid anywhere near what I was getting paid, or just not getting calls backs at all. It was freaking terrible because I was trying to get like any job that would just make me money at that point, right? Even if it wasn't in IT. So I decided, you know, I thought back to my time in 2018 where I applied to a school district and they said, fuck you, and how it made me determined to work at a school district one day. So I started looking at school districts again, not really thinking I was going to get one. You know, I applied at a few school districts here and there while also trying to apply to other jobs, and went to a couple interviews I think I had a phone interview and an actual in-person interview for some school districts, and never heard anything back. And I was like, fuck, you know, I can't get a new job to replace this shitty one I'm in right now. God damn it. But finally, near the tail end of 2020, around November, I got a call back for a job I applied for at a school district that I forgot existed. But I go there for this interview, and interview went really well. It went super well. And as it turns out, they wanted to hire me with better pay than I was making at my last job and actual benefits. I didn't even mention I didn't even get benefits at my last job at the hospital. And now I get benefits and all that kind of stuff. So 2020 it started great with the dog and the new apartment. Went to shit with the job fucking me over. And luckily ended on a high note with a new job that is much fucking better than my last one. And that is pretty much the past few years in review. I have no idea if this was a good video or not. I apologize if it was terrible. I'm a little rusty at doing these things. But 2021 is here now. Pandemic, unfortunately, is still a thing. The virus is still a thing. So stay safe out there. I'm actually quarantining right now. I was exposed. So that's why I'm bringing you this video, because I got some time. But I'm looking forward to 2021. You know, maybe once I get past this whole having the quarantine thing. I'm definitely determined to do a few things this year. I want to make more content, whether it's streaming or videos. I want to get some CCNA certifications. If you don't know what that is, it's some IT certifications, Security Plus, A Plus, that kind of stuff. I want to get those because that'll help me out in my life. And I'd like to move somewhere. I think me and my girlfriend would like to move somewhere else, be it in the state of Texas or maybe another state somewhere else. I don't know. It'd be cool to move at some point. Maybe not this year, maybe next year. It'd be pretty dope. But I think that pretty much wraps us up. Like I said, I apologize if it was a little rough around the edges. I haven't really sat down and recorded in a while. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This has been the life update, the past few years in review. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Definitely have a couple more videos planned for this channel. I guess to go ahead and mention this, I am working on a new channel for tech content. So I will be making a video soon about that once I get that channel launched and everything. So be on the lookout for that. And other than that, I think that about does it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Like I said, hopefully it wasn't too rough around the edges. Please let me know how you thought the video was, if I could improve anything, if everything even made sense. Please let me know down below. But I think that's going to do it for me. I can feel my voice going out right now from talking for the past 20 minutes. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, if you made it this far. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.
2018 is a new year. I gotta keep grinding, I got nothing to fear. Gotta always steer clear of all the fakes, of all the people trying to drown me in the lake. I'm gonna keep riding, I'm gonna keep spinning. I'm the king around here. I don't know who you're dissing. If you don't check me out, you're really missing out on the #1 rapper while you over there smoking cloud. Oh my god, baby, I'm so